Hi, it's us from the Potato Museum show again, and today we are addressing how this marvelous vegetable, the tuber, the potato, became over many, many, many years the buttery home-style mashed potato in a cup, which looked, in fact, like this. And on the way back when, the potato
before all that
was transformed by the ancient people of Peru into Chuño, which is a freeze-dried potato that they could carry with them.
So today's story is dehydrating potatoes, an 800-year story, Chuño to instant mashed potato flakes and granules. So let's dive into this.
Hola, ¿cómo están todos? Hoy estamos aquí con el hermano Francisco y su familia y vamos a pisar papas que están congeladas, han estado congeladas 3 días y estas papas están congeladas, pero ahora están, como está el sol, está caliente, tiene un líquido, Entonces el procedimiento para pisar es quitarle la cáscara para que esto, una vez que ya no tiene piel, entonces el sol lo va a secar y es una forma de almacenar la papa. Así se puede almacenar por incluso hasta 10 años. Es una forma de almacenar papa por 10 años con este método. Bueno, vamos a probar ahora. Tenemos aquí las papas. Hemos visto cómo el hermano nos ha dado una lección. Es un baile, hay una música, se baila aquí. Entonces vamos a pisar primeramente. Se empieza por un costado y se hace el movimiento de pelarlo. Si hiciéramos uno por uno, tardaríamos mucho tiempo. Entonces la técnica en las comunidades es pisar y quitar la piel de la papa.
Wow.
¿Qué les parece?
That is a lot of work.
And thanks to
and I hope their feet are nice and clean.
Thanks to Choice Humanitarian, which is a great organization based in Utah that is trying to solve problems of hunger and poverty around the world. So again, look at see these. We've had these not just 10 years, we've had these 20 years. This is what it is, and of course you can rehydrate this. You put it in boiling water, and it becomes a potato again.
Right.
So we're going to be talking about this because the subject is how do you take something that is naturally bulky
and heavy
and needs storage for it. Then early on, they were trying to supply soldiers in the war front in World War II, so they came up with canning potatoes. But that also was a heavy process, so then they went to this dehydrating thing. Well, actually, they learned how to freeze potatoes, but we're going to move on to this slideshow. By the way, the slideshow...
You're grabbing the camera, darling.
Let me take it for a second.
What?
Yeah, the slideshow, there's a lot of information here, and you can... We're not going to go into too much of it. You can read it when we summarize. So there's the Chuño, and you can see that if you don't take the skins off, you get the hard brown that we have, and then if you take the skins off, which is a longer process, which he just showed about, you have this product, which is and they're selling this product now in Bolivia and Peru. Look at that, Tunta Morella. Sort of a Maria Chuño Blanco. So again, he showed that it's a much harder process, but they can do it very successfully, peeling it with their feet. I love that. Can you? I'm going to hold the camera.
I don't know. What am I doing?
Can you just? So, potatoes became a food staple in Europe. The problem was they were bulky. They didn't have the process, and so what happened? Several companies in the U.S. tried to deal with this, certainly during the food shortages and war. And so these are advertisements we're going to be showing.
Whoops, wrong way, sorry.
These are advertisements in Potato Magazine, which was Potato Association of America. They were really trying to come up with products that were portable, that could save wheat supplies and all that. So this is advertisements, but we're still not talking about dehydrating. We're talking about making potato flour. So this is more of the same advertisements, but they hadn't come up with a process to mass produce dehydrated potatoes. So let's go to another one. And this guy is showing also a cartoon, but they were saying that it was difficult. What they were trying to do is get the wheat supplies to the troops and all that. And so if Americans were encouraged to eat more potatoes and save the wheat for the war effort, not get those potato pearls.
But sadly, the potato itself didn't get over there. It was wheat.
Right. And so
I mean, at this point.
During the war, Americans helped feed starving Belgian children and others by importing wheat. There was no process for handling large amounts of potatoes, so that was wheat. Americans have been feeding the world since the beginning of our country. We started the Food for Peace program. We helped start the United Nations World Food Program. So in the early 50s, the U.S. and Canada had a surplus of potatoes due to advances in disease-resistant seed and crop protection. Oh, I'm sorry, I wanted to just finish that. Okay. The USDA research facility developed an instant mashed potato product that could then be used to develop new products such as Pringles and all these other things that have come out of this, including the instant mashed potatoes. But so that is that, and also to feed the world with potatoes. So let's go to the next one. And the research facility outside Philadelphia that developed the first commercially viable large-scale dehydrating of potatoes is now a national chemical landmark. And here's the plaque and the inauguration of that. And you can see that one of the products was Pringles, as we just talked about, but it was also a product that could feed the world. And here is the production line, and you can see that. A bunch of chemists and chemical engineers all worked together for several years in the 50s and 60s to develop this
mostly
system.
To make instant mashed potatoes, is that right?
Yes, to make instant mashed potatoes, and this guy, you can read about him more. Miles Willard, who was a Philadelphian, who was in World War II and worked in Los Alamos on the nuclear weapon. He went back to Philadelphia, worked at this lab, and was one of the key people in developing this process. You can learn more about Miles Willard. So North American dehydrated potato companies are McCain now, Basic American Foods, Lamb, Idaho. There's one based in India, and several European processors operate plants around the world. Look at this. More than 2.4 billion pounds of potatoes are turned into dehydrated potato flakes, instant mashed potatoes, as it were, and the global dehydrated potato market, valued at 5.71 billion, with an annual growth rate of 6%. So you can see this is a huge industry. And we want to show you how this works. Can you just tap here? Oops. Nope.
Somebody please fix this. Okay, here we go. This is an Indian video from, what company is it?
It's called BG.
BG. Thank you for the video, BG.
Yeah, we'll put links to this company and their videos. So there's multi-steps, and look at this, sheets of the dried potato coming off of these drums.
Can we wear it?
Look at this.
Can we make it into clothing?
Then they crush it, they turn it into the flakes.
Oh.
And there you go. BG. Thank you for that. Okay, yeah, go there.
Who's this?
So another company is a Dutch company which has world operations. Don't click it yet. I guess you should be calling the camera. I'll tell you when to click it. Sorry,
Wait a minute, I only work here. I don't know anything.
anyway, this is a Dutch company, and you can see there's those machines. They're rolling
The fabric, the potato fabric.
potato
we're calling
fabric.
it.
This company has an operation. Can you click it now?
Oh, no.
In China,
Ooh,
and I love
those are cool.
I love the statue that they have out front of their office. It's a couple of kids dancing on a gold potato around a cornet or a packet of French fries, because a lot of this dehydrated potato, instant mashed potato stuff can go into making instant French fries.
Yeah.
So it's a fake. Is it fake or is it real French fry? It's somewhere in between.
Not a
Okay,
real
let's
French
click
fry,
it here.
But okay.
So the end result, the positive result, is that potatoes can be dehydrated, and they made also into flour, and they can be used for commercial products, and they also can be used in bulk to send around the world to feed people, including what's going on in Palestine right now. So thanks for joining us. Oh, I wanted to show you, this is an old print that we have of a potato mill. And we're going from all of this to this, but before that, this was the world's first freeze-dried food, a technology that is still, as you saw, being practiced now. And then we get to the point where the absurdity of Hungry Jack producing or making possible festivals like this in which they serve the world's largest serving of mashed potatoes.
Yeah, well.
All right. So
hey,
anyway.
Thanks for joining us. Let us know what you think or don't think. And feel free to subscribe.
All right. Bye.